'Tis the season for heart attacks. Statistically, the week between Christmas and New Year's is the time when Americans have most of their heart attacks. They have most of their heart attacks between Christmas and New Year's. Why is that? You know, holidays have a bunch of emotional baggage. They create these moments of conditional love, and our love is centered in our hearts. And people go into these holidays thinking how terrible the holidays are going to be, and they struggle through the holidays, and they're brokenhearted the way things are happening. They're sad that that person isn't there with them that year, or they wish they could have done something different. Yeah, and they get into this just brokenhearted experience around holidays. I one time was doing a private reading with someone, and in the middle of the reading, I heard the name Mancini. And I said to the guy, I said, you know somebody whose last name is Mancini. He goes, yeah. I said, and it's a woman, and the first name, I'm not getting it, but it starts with a D. He says, no, it's a man. I said, no, it's a woman. And her name is Dolores. He says, oh my God, we called her Dolly. We called her Dolly. And the message that I had to deliver to him was that Dolores Mancini had lost her brother. And in losing her brother, she was telling everyone she was brokenhearted. She was telling everyone that she was just heartbroken that she'd lost her brother. And the message I delivered to him that day, to deliver to her, was that by declaring her heart is broken, she was creating a physical ailment of the heart muscle. Your words are creative. And when you put out, this heartbroken, the belief that holidays are difficult and they break my heart, the belief that I'm holding on to these terrible, horrible things, these beliefs that are so dark and negative, create in the physical body. And the way you break out of that cycle, the way you break out of it, is to start believing something new. Now, when my son was 2, his mother basically took off and took him. And I packed my life and I moved to Ohio to be near my son, because I'll never be away from my son. And from the time he was 2 until last year, I never had a Christmas with my son. And there's a couple reasons for this. One, I was so removed from my family out here. I was 8 hours away from my family, that I was pretty much alone in Ohio. But her family was out here. And they had cousins and uncles and aunts and a gigantic family experience. And I wanted my son to have that experience. So what did I do? I gave up every Christmas. And he came to me after Christmas, and we would go to Delaware to see my family after Christmas. But I gave up every Christmas day. And I'm not saying it was easy. And what was happening was they would have their Christmas about 4 hours from here and halfway to my family. So Christmas Day was every Christmas Day from the time he was 2 until just 2 years ago. I would get up in the morning. I would have breakfast, lounge about for a bit. Then I would hop in my car and I would drive to Breezewood, Pennsylvania. And I would get a hotel room. So Christmas Day, I was in a hotel room in Breezewood, Pennsylvania. And then the day after Christmas, I'd get up early. I would drive to Frederick, Maryland. I would pick up my son. we would drive to Rehoboth Beach to be with my family. But I didn't have a Christmas with my son for all those years. And I could sit there in that hotel in Breezewood, and I could think, how horrible is it I'm not with my son on Christmas Day? Or I could think, all right, I'm so happy that my son is getting a big family Christmas experience. And we're going to go down, we're going to have our time together after Christmas. Thanksgiving came, same thing. Big family gatherings. So I haven't had Thanksgiving with my son. I get him for New Year's. I used to get him for Halloween. Now he's in college. But the reason I don't pine in the holidays is because I stay present and I go, okay, I don't have him today. So what am I going to do? I'm going to lounge around. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to watch cool Christmas movies. I'm going to do that. Last year, my son and I were exposed to COVID, so we couldn't go to Delaware. It was great. It was the first time since he was 2 that we had a Christmas together. It was great, but it was a new experience, right? This year, I wasn't able to go down to Delaware, and my son is because of the big storm we just had up here. They couldn't have Christmas until I think they're leaving today or tomorrow to go to have their Christmas. So I just haven't seen my son yet for Christmas this year. And today is, for you guys, I know this video is not going out today, but this video is being filmed on December 26th, the day after Christmas. And it's okay. I know I love my son loves me, and we have a great experience. But I'm not invested in the traumas of it. I'm not invested in the lack of having him here on Christmas. My heart isn't broken by it, right? The only thing that matters is that I love my son. And, do I miss my mother? Sure. But I love my mother. And I understand that she's in a better space. She's on the other side. I'm the one who's away. And so I feel grateful for her, and I feel happy that she's in a place of joy and love. And I remember her for her laugh and her smile and her wisdom. And so it comes down to really, what are you creating into your world? And are you creating a heart attack? Are you creating the struggles of life? Are you focusing into the world in such a way that it's going to affect you physically? Or are you choosing to look at the world through love and realize that nothing in the physical world is worth having a heart attack over? Right? Nothing is. You're experiencing all the things of your life. You can release it. You can be in this moment and create something more beautiful. So I just wanted to say that. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.